This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. Now, I'm asking the mayor and the common council president and the common council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
What you looking for? What's up? You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. I'm trying to get all this stuff straight. 833-212-1017. Ooh, hurts my ears. Anyway, thank you for listening and good night. Because that's how I feel. So I got a couple questions because it's Tuesday, and Tuesdays I tend to ask more questions than any other day. I'm starting to notice I'm turning into, if a habitual person of habit, right? Asking questions on certain days, doing things. Friday is Pop Off Friday. Usually something will get me a little riled up, and then I go off on Friday. So this time it's Tuesday and I have a question. So why is and I'm going to let you do your own rendition of what it is. Of the definitions of the words I use. I'm going to let you handle that. I'm just going to put it out there. Why is the modern black man struggling? Why? What happened to the black man? Is there something I'm missing? Or is there something in the water? Or what is it? What is it about black men in America today that they're struggling? Is it actually because black women get, come in some rooms and suck up all the oxygen, get hired, get jobs, get leadership positions, all that? And I know women are screaming and hollering all over the world right now, and we're going to get him. I get it. I'm just speaking in terms of the fact that black men have jobs. They've got families. They've got businesses. They've got pretty much everything anyone who wants something should have, but yet they struggle. Let me rephrase that. We struggle. And I'm trying to figure out why. 833-212-1017 is the number. And my secondary question is, what are black men waiting for? Like, when are they going to kick in and start getting stuff done? I learned when I was in my late 30s, early 40s, that black men, and in some cases women, come into their struggle in terms of what they are willing to do for the rest of their life in their 30s. That job they're going to retire from, that position they've always wanted, tends to become clear, and they then have clarity in their late 30s. And then they fight and work and are then able to create it by the time they're 60. Black women seem to have gotten everything they wanted, right? Jobs, family, not all the negative stuff. I get it. I know the negative comes with everything, but have the ability to choose when they want to choose and not choose when they want to choose. I talked about it the other day. Have the ability to have a door open for them because they want it open, to treat them like a lady, and then holler and scream at you for opening the door because they're independent. But they don't want you to. Men don't seem to have that luxury. We have to hustle, work, deal with everything. And I'm not saying men are better than women and women are better than men. I'm saying they're different. But I'm trying to ask the men, what happened? Where did all the fight go? Where did all the tenacity, the grit, and the compassion and the loving go? Where did it go? And here's what I blame the struggle on. Number one, men tend to not have an idea of what they want to do when in high school and college. Number two, we tend to allow other people to speak into our lives as to what we can and can't do. Number three, when we start to fight and fail, we quit. Now, I know those are generalities, but those are struggles that I've had to overcome. And so when people see the you today, it's not the you that I was 20 years ago or 40 years ago. It was a struggle. It was a fight to tell people what you wanted to do and literally have people laugh in your face. Oh, you'll never be able to do that. You're not smart enough for that. I went an extremely long time doing something, and I hope Rob holds on till after the break, because he's talking about my point. What was it, number 3 or 4? Feeling that you have that imposter syndrome. Thinking that everything that you've accomplished, when you look over and you see a white person and they have the same thing or even less, they're going to end up with more by virtue of who they are. Not to mention, Black people tend to do it to each other too. It's like being in a room and you can't occupy the same space at the same time with another Black person, because many times they feel you're in their space. So if you've ever been Black and gone in a place that was predominantly white, and then you're the second or third Black person in, you feel kind of alienated because they either don't want you there or they've been the one whose voice has always been listened to, and now they might lose it. But now it's time to step up. It's time to map out your life plan. And when you can't make it, you need to make sure you change. Now, this is me talking. Don't have a plan B. Because if you have a plan B, you'll never quite do plan A, because we get lazy. And when we get lazy, we slack off. And when we slack off, we fail. You have to step up, get it done, win or lose. And if you lose, start over. You've got a lifetime. If you're alive and breathing, you have time. But speaking of time, there's one thing you have to always remember. Each year, each month, each week, each day, each hour, each second, you're getting older. And out of all the work that you do and all the great things that you do and all the fighting and losing and winning and overcoming and learning and experiencing, there's only one thing that you need to take away from today. No matter what you do, no matter where you are, you have to remember Father Time is undefeated.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 1017 The Truth.
This is 1017 The Truth, Dr. Ken Harris, and the time is now, Milwaukee. You know, perspective is essential. What I found is the news behind the news is more important. I want you to leave my show with a sense of knowing what was missing that adds depth to the conversation. Tune in Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. on the new 1017 The Truth app, or 1017thetruth.com. Hardworking family businesses, ambitious entrepreneurs, relationship builders, job creators, businesses like yours are the heart of Wisconsin, and Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation lives to help you realize your vision. Join us for Marketplace Wisconsin, the Governor's Conference on Diverse Business Development, held December 6th and 7th at the Baird Convention Center, downtown Milwaukee, virtually on the 5th. Presented by WEDC. Marketplace Wisconsin is a chance for minority, women, LGBTQ+, veteran-owned, and small businesses to network, explore government contracting, and grow. You keep our state moving with construction, janitorial services, logistics, and transportation, technology, medical services, and much more. The Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation wants to help propel your success. Join us at Marketplace Wisconsin, the Governor's Conference on Diverse Business Development, December 6th and 7th. Register for Marketplace Wisconsin by going to marketplacewisconsin.com. Let's move forward together.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Literally one call, that's all.
I made one call, and that's all, worry-free.
One call, that's all. It worked.
Just one call and that's all.
They will do what they say they're going to do. One call, and that's all.
One call, that's all means security.
It's literally one call, that's all.
It's a phrase we'll never forget.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Truth Nation, are you ready to become the best business leader you know you can be? Forever Media, which is a Black-owned leading media company, is proudly presenting their Lead the Movement Business Conference. This premier event, hosted on September 29th, 2023 at the iconic Henry Meyer Festival Park, aims to equip attendees with the tools and knowledge to lead effectively, innovate talent acquisition, elevate their brand, and champion diversity and inclusion. It's time to level up. To learn more and purchase tickets, visit ltmconference.com.
The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. Rob, you're on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, Dr. Harris. I appreciate it. Yeah, you touched on a lot of stuff. You hit the nail kind of on the head there. I want to say what I like to call, we suffer as Black men what we lack with an inferior complex syndrome, or self-doubt. You feel inferior to others that are doing